Hello, and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing a pair of outdoor speakers from Origin Acoustics. A little bit of a departure perhaps of what we might normally do, but these are excellent and I really want to share them with you. Origin Acoustics have been doing speakers mainly in ceiling and in wall in a very traditional sense for ages now. Their outdoor speakers though are surprisingly good, and there's some key features that mean I really want to share them in the form of this unboxing video. Firstly, like most outdoor speakers, they come in both black and white. Now, for the purposes of this, I want to show you a couple of things, and so the black ones are actually more important. So we'll get rid of these. Okay, so Origin Acoustics packaging. Firstly, very muted. You can see not a lot going on. No. The packaging is sealed just with packing tape. Very straightforward to get open. There is a brochure about pretty much the whole range in there and how to best bracket it and cable it. And taking the box off the top and getting rid of it, you'll see that there's a couple of pieces of polystyrene both at the top and the bottom. But pause for a moment. I'm going to drill down and grab a couple of the accessories that are somewhat unique. Origin Acoustics supply some stainless steel self-tapping screws. Now I know that screws aren't necessarily very expensive and you may have some, but you'd be surprised how many people use inappropriate screws for an outdoor environment. So it's lovely to see that they have provided free of charge a set of stainless steel screws for the purposes of bracketing this to your home. They also supply this. It's not a bookmark, this is a template for the bracket itself so that you can very easily mount this and put the holes in the right place for the bracket that is attached to the speaker. And I'll be honest, it's little things like this that I really appreciate with Origin Acoustics. They've thought about not just the speaker, not just the sound, not just the build, but how on earth you might install or assemble it. And there it is. Simple things like a template. Great to see. Okay. Second piece of polystyrene, easy enough to remove, reveals the speaker in its plastic bag. Getting it out of that speaker is getting it out of the bag is very straightforward, revealing obviously the speaker. There's a couple of things. Firstly, lots of outdoor speakers might be mounted in corners or something like that upright, and you'll see, please hang around for some photographs where I'll zoom in and show you some close-ups. But if it's not vertical like this, and the badge may change in its orientation as you try and do it horizontally, Origin has a little sprung-loaded badge, just like that, a little twist, and suddenly it's the right orientation for horizontal, flick it back vertical, or if for whatever reason you end up with it upside down, you can continue and do it that way. So that's the first key feature. The second is its bracketing. Now you'll see this aluminium bracket is actually enclosed inside the speaker housing. That enables the bracket to be perhaps more secure, and it certainly looks more elegant because the bracket isn't exposed. It's very straightforward. In fact, I'm going to take this off, so give me a second. Loosening these. It's very straightforward to loosen and then unclip it because there's actually a little clip out. Okay? So rather than having to take the screws all the way out, and if you're at the top of a ladder risk falling down and having to then return to the ground, it's got a little cutaway. And again, hang around, I'll take some photographs. So it allows you to clip these in. If mounted this way, or whichever way you may need, you can slot it in and then tighten it up at one end, making the installation easy, secure, and less likely to damage either the speaker or your home. Now the bracket itself is excellent. It's aluminium, it cannot rust. Now taking the bracket off allows me to reveal some of the other key features of this product. One of the most obvious from my perspective is how you weatherproof speakers. Okay, aluminium, plastic, all of these things, that's been done for 20 years as far as outdoors. But what about that exposed copper that you use when you trim and insert it in the binding post at the back? That copper is going to oxidize, it's going to leave itself open to the elements, and it's that critical link that Origin Acoustics is probably unique in thinking about. Here, where you see the terminal would normally be, they have a rubber flange, a sort of a holder of some kind. And if I carefully take that out, you'll see a couple of things. Firstly, a little terminal. It's two-way, obviously, clearly marked with positive and negative, and it sits inside a protective weatherproof housing. It enables you to trim the copper cable, thread it through, now please again, hang around, I'll show you some close-ups, thread it through a little hole, very tightly squeezed, into this terminal, and then the two clip together, making a good weatherproof seal into some predetermined termination points on the back. Should corrosion occur, or if you're in an environment that's going to be highly corrosive, like you're near the sea, this will eventually corrode, but you remove it, you replace this $4 little widget and retrim the cable, and you're as good as new, rather than having to worry about that corrosion in the back of the speaker ultimately destroying it. The second main thing, apart from the bracket, is the fact that these speakers are sealed. Most outdoor speakers can't afford to be sealed because they need a port of some kind to ensure that the speaker performs well. Origin Acoustics have thought about this, and they have a tweeter and mid-bass driver in an oval configuration, and then not one but two passive radiators. It enables the driver, as it pushes air out for the purposes of listening, to have some passive radiators to ensure that an enclosed box can be utilised, rather than a port, which of course opens that speaker up to the elements. So it's great to see those key features. But there's others. There's a little switch, and again, hang around, I'll show you some close-ups. This enables some basic attenuation. You've got 0 dB, -3, and +6. +3. By the time you've had long runs of speaker cables, you may have inadvertently created a little bit of resistance in the line. That means that one speaker may sound ever so slightly different to another. You can use this switch to either attenuate the two speakers, or if you've got sets of speakers, one of them much further away, you can obviously attenuate it to sound its very best. So those features are here and very well thought out, of course. Now, the rest of it is straightforward. Okay, these sound amazing. Again, they're available in black and white. All of the key features are well thought out, but it's the other things, all of the things I've shown you today that make these Origin Acoustics OS outdoor speaker 67s well worth your investment. So, there we have them. The Origin Acoustics OS67, their largest outdoor speakers, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.